What's going on, everybody in the Battlefield community? YATYAS82 here, bringing you another video commentary. This one's going to be on Armored Kill on the map Alvarez Mountains. I believe that's what it's pronounced. Whatever. You'll figure it out. I'm sure you know what map this is. You've played it enough. Anyways, Armored Kill. My thoughts. What are we going to do with Armored Kill? It's pretty much the good, the bad, the ugly. The good, they're huge freaking maps. I love that. It's not just one tiny little thing and we're going to fight over it constantly. Everything's constantly changing. The way you have to battle, the tactics, it brings that out in you. You can't just do everything the same all the time. But on the other hand, you're not, with so few players on consoles, and this kind of really only applies to consoles. The maps are too big. There's not enough interactions with other players because there's just not that many players on there. Everyone's trying to get into a jet and into a helicopter or onto the C-130, and there's just too few. I think at least there's two in the C-130. There's on conquest maps there's at least two jets, and then there's a helicopter. So that's 5 guys. That's a whole entire squad plus one that's just out. They're not on the ground, not trying to cap bases or anything. Probably not necessarily even communicating with each other. But on the ground, you're going to have guys that are maybe 2 squads, if that, if you have a full zerter. And right here, there's maybe like a whole squad was attacking us, but it seemed we're maybe attacking them in 2 bunch or 2 sets of squads or whatever. There was these 2 guys who capped it one time, and then they capped it back because we all died off, and they got some of us. We came around, flanked them right here, and see, I think that was from the C-130. And that's another thing. The C-130, way too overpowered and underpowered at the same time, in my head. Because there's like so many times where I'll get into the C-130, and then 2 seconds later I'm getting shot down. And it was a brand new C-130. There's those good pilots that just know how to like aim right, slow down right, and just get full on, like a whole cooldown period for their Gatling guns on the jets. And then maybe follow that up by some rockets or whatever. And if you're not careful with the flares, you're gonna get hit. But I notice a lot of the guys, they're just shooting. They're not using heat seekers or anything crazy like that. On the other flip side of that, and according to real life, that's exactly the way the C-130 Spectre gunship should be. Just a demon. Units call it God's right hand. It's just utter devastation, the ring of fire. People are just, they hear about it and they're just scared about it, and they don't even have to really go through it. But to ground vehicles, it's just kind of like devastating, and it's not for a game's sake. It's just way too overpowered, and there's no real good defenses against that. But you're still gonna get as long as pretty much, if everyone's in a tank, there's no defense of it. If everyone's in a plane, then that thing's going to get shot down quick, and you're not going to have to worry about it whatsoever. I would love to see it in the game more, but I don't know. I don't think it's ready for consoles. Maybe I'm hoping to do some research after the games or the DLC's been out a little bit, and what a PC player's thought on the C-130 is. I haven't quite seen that video yet. If someone has, please direct me to it. I'd like to get that perspective. But as for consoles, it just seems like it's a good thing, and I love the idea of it. I want to play it, but I don't know, for game's sake, and even this, it's kind of just doesn't have its place. Maybe for Conquest, I haven't played too much Rush and haven't noticed how it feels on Rush, but I heard one video that I saw, the complaints were that it's for the attacking team, it spawns in so quick that the defensive team hasn't had time to spawn in, and they already parachute on the objective before the defensive team can get set up. They're already bombed. First 2 boxes are destroyed. Bombs. Anyways, maybe for that, it shouldn't be spawned right away. I noticed a lot of the maps, the jets and the helicopters don't spawn right away. You can spawn in, but you can't spawn into the jets and the helicopter. It takes a minute, kind of, for the match to get started. Maybe the C-130 should be used somewhat as a reward. Make the attacking team get the first 2 objectives or get the first box in order to just have the C-130 spawn in that map. Maybe it doesn't need to be on the first two boxes. Maybe you should wait for the second two objectives to be set in, and then the C-130 will spawn in, because now you have a wider area of operation, and you can kind of use that better to its advantage instead of just trying to attack this tiny little area. But I'd love to see the first patch for this game, or for this DLC, to come out, and what qualms and bitch moans complaints that the community has for EA, and what they're willing to change, take out, and what needs to be buffed and whatnot. But we'll definitely see that. What are some of your thoughts on it? You know, leave a comment below. And get a good gotta start talking about it if the EA is gonna start listening to anything we've ever complained about. And so far, I think they've been kind of pretty good. Maybe not for everything. Some rumors, though, I heard for hardcore they're going to take out the mini map, but obviously that's still in there. That just looks cool. I mean, yeah, I got the destroyer. There's another one that just, there's a couple of these helicopter shots. I don't actually get the kills. This one per se, I thought was funny. I missed all those shots going down. Both get shot down. I'm just like, fuck it, I'm still gonna kill this motherfucker. And my flying skills have definitely faded off since the days of Bad Company 2. I used to be pretty lethal in a helicopter. Not to say that I never got shot down or anything, but and that was definitely complemented by great gunners that would protect me from the evildoers that flew the skies. I was never good at air-to-air combat. It was always the gunners that got those kills. Every now and then I would get them as a pilot, but never as a gunner. And I sucked at being gunner. But throughout this video, you've seen me only run as gunner. I couldn't get into a helicopter spot or a pilot seat. But they've definitely improved as jet skills. It's taken a while to kind of just get that practice, and once you unlock air radar, it's just a world of difference. I pretty much only run with that just because, you know, you can't go to an outside view, and looking around is kind of, you can't, I don't like that you can't look around and fly at the same time, because then you can't, I don't know, just you lose out on if this is hardcore for a realist perspective. I should be able to look around behind almost 360 degrees except below me, and in that you would just, you know, flip over and continue flying. But they kind of lost that in this game. I wish I kind of missed the outside view, because kind of the same thing applies to even just tanks. There's a little bit more perspective and visual as a driver that you get than what they show you in the game, as you're only looking down. That's not even like the true form of what you're looking out of in a lot of these things. In a tank, you're looking out of a periscope. As gunners, then you're looking through sights in the game, but they kind of lost that. So anyways, future of this channel, kind of different things I want to do with it. I don't want to just be all Battlefield all the time, because Battlefield won't be around all the time. We'll I'll get bored with it and wait with great anticipation for Battlefield 4, or possibly, I don't know, maybe Bad Company 3. Hopefully, maybe so. I would love to see that game, even just for the single player experience. Kind of like the first and second one, not so much the second one, but it was definitely kind of a different take on things. It wasn't all serious or anything. Anyways, what I got on the makes right now is after this, the other day I did some preliminary recording, just kind of also getting a feel for the game. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, and I'm doing that because I plan to do Grand Theft Auto 5, which takes us back to Los Santos to get that story going. It's going to be probably completely different. Won't follow maybe or maybe not. We'll definitely see what kind of character it follows along. But I remember some great things about Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I love that game. Love the soundtrack. It's probably one of my favorite soundtracks, maybe next to Vice City. I'm an 80s and 90s kid. It's when I grew up. I'm an old fart, you know. Anyways, if that interests you, please subscribe. If you want to follow that series, I'll probably make a playlist out of it, just so you can kind of pick up and follow along if that's not your thing, and then we'll see about that. anyways, it's been real. It's been fun, but it has been real fun. Thanks again for watching. If you like what you see, remember to comment, rate, and subscribe. I'll see you guys later. Yat out.